Hello, everybody. Okay, so I am coming to you today to talk about A Wrinkle in Time. I never read this book as a kid, and I just finished it a couple days ago, and I didn't want to come on here and talk about it until I saw the movie. Well, today, while I was on the airplane, I got a chance to watch the movie, and I have some opinions both about the book and the movie. I'm gonna go ahead and share this video and get that out there on my timeline as well. Here we go. Okay, so let's talk about A Wrinkle in Time. This book was released in 1962. It went on to win the Newbery Medal in 1963 and has become a classic. It bridges science with fantasy, and it bridges darkness with light and fear and friendship, and it became a classic. That's what Amazon says. And I know it is. I know it's a classic. I've heard about it years and years and years, heard about A Wrinkle in Time, never read it. I posted that I was going to read it, and I had so many people say, yes, great book, loved it, you're going to love it, blah, 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 blah. I gotta say, I didn't fall in love with it. I had some issues with it. Let's talk about the book first. First, let me give you a little background. I have a background in acting, both stage and film and television, and I've done a lot of directing for theater. I'm a published author with young adult, new adult, preternatural fiction, also known as urban fantasy. And I'm an avid reader. I like to believe that I read great stuff, good books. And I really wanted to like this book. Now, I'm a firm believer in reading the book first, if at all possible. Like the last review I did was about Ready Player One, and I had seen the movie first. I had no idea it was a book. And that movie actually kind of made me decide maybe watching the movie might be a better idea. Watching the movie first, only because I loved that movie so much, and it changed a lot from the book. And I think if I had read the book first and then watched Ready Player One, the movie, I wouldn't have liked it as much. With this one, however, I did read the book first. I picked it up to read it because I saw the preview of the movie, and I thought, oh, okay. And my son said he loved the movie, and so I thought, okay, I'm going to read the book, and then I'll watch the movie because I missed it when it was in theaters. So, A Wrinkle in Time. It's about this little girl, Meg, and her journey to find her father. If you haven't read it, I may spoil some things, so stop if you don't want to hear spoilers. If you don't care, then hey, that's cool. Keep on coming with me. So it's about this girl, Meg, as she journeys through space and time to find her father. The problem I had with the book was that I didn't feel like there was very much character development. I am a lover of backstory. The more backstory you can give me about the characters, about the setting, about anything in the story, I love backstory. Lay it on thick for me. This book seemed to jump so quickly. I felt like there wasn't a whole lot there in terms of character development and in terms of giving me enough or to really make me care about these characters. I wanted to care about the characters, but I didn't. Okay, in the story, Meg seems very whiny and complainy and just, I didn't understand her. I couldn't relate to her. The little brother in the book went from being this loving kid to just, There were twins in the book. They had a set of twin brothers. They were non-existent in the movie, which I understood because they were very not necessary characters in the book. They were only there like this much. So I got that. How their friend comes to play in the book, kind of like, oh, I just felt like I should be here. And it didn't really give you anything. There was a little bit more of that backstory of who he was in the school scene when we watch the movie. but not enough to make me care about the characters. Not enough to make me think, oh yeah, he'd drop everything and cross, through space and time to go with this girl Meg to find her father. And there was no reason or rhyme to why he would go with her. So I had a very hard time. Hi, Angie. I had a very hard time believing the relationship, believing that they became instant friends and why they would travel together. In the end of the movie, or the end of the book, sorry, the last chapter, here's where I do spoilers. I'm very bad about that, but that's okay. You get what you get. In the last chapter, there's a kiss, and you're like, what? Where the hell did that come from? There was no build-up of their relationship. It was all, and there was no build-up. There was no flirting. There was no connection, and all of a sudden, boom, they kiss, and it's like, what? Why? Why did that happen? And it really bothered me, especially as young as they are, and the way that she portrays the characters in the book. You feel like he's older than the girl, and he is probably by about a year in the movie, but the age difference seems bigger in the book, and it was disconcerting. But again, there was no build of character development. There was no story arc. There was no change for the characters, really. So that bothered me. And I know this book is loved by so many people, and if you love this book, I'm hoping I'm not offending anybody. It just isn't my cup of tea. And I love science fiction. I'm not a huge, traditional fantasy fan, but I really wanted to like this one. And then when I watched the movie today, the CG kind of got to me. And usually I can suspend my disbelief when it comes to CG. I like CG movies. And it can be done really well. Hollywood has done amazing things with CG. The technology that we have in filmmaking now is phenomenal. When money is put into it, they can do just about anything and make it feel and look and just be real, like you are really there. And this movie, I just didn't get that. The CG felt very fake to me. The transitions from one reality to another reality to another reality just felt forced, I guess. So I'm not a fan of either the book or the movie. I'd give the book maybe 3 stars. And I say that because I think that if I had read it when I was younger, maybe I would have liked it more, because at that time, it is a very easy read. Again, there is not a lot of backstory. It's not a thick, hard to get through book. It's just, it is what it is. It's very simple. It's the basics. It's like outlining a story and just giving you little bits and pieces here and there. And I think that for a younger reader, for a younger generation, I can understand why they like it. And I think I probably would have too had I read it when I was younger. But at this stage, it's just not really what I enjoy. But I can see why a younger generation would like it. Okay, so that is my 2 cents on A Wrinkle in Time. I did think the acting was okay in the movie. Oddly cast, but I do think it was okay, and the little girl was good. It was okay. It was a Disney film, but didn't really meet my standards of a Disney film. I think they could have done better with it, done more with it. Okay, that is my 2 cents on A Wrinkle in Time. My next book that I just started today, I'm pretty excited about, is The Darkest Minds. This is also about to be a major motion picture. Yes, soon to be a major motion picture. That's what the sticker says. And the reason I picked this one up is because I saw a preview of this when I was at the movies last time. And I don't remember what I saw. Yes, I do. I saw a preview of this when I was at the movies to watch Upgrade, which was awesome, by the way. Very good movie, and my review of that is to come. All right, so I am about to read The Darkest Minds. I actually started it today on the plane. I don't read very well on the plane because I get nauseous, but I got to chapter 3, and I'm loving it so far. It's very interesting. This is a little bit more my speed as of right now. My sci-fi speed. That's kind of what I like. Again, less fantasy, more sci-fi. Okay, so y'all have a great day. I hope you enjoyed my 2 cents on A Wrinkle in Time. And I would love to know what you think about this book and about this movie. Comment below and tell me why you love it. And if you don't love it, tell me that too. Bye, everybody.